And today it is the Trunk or Treat Fest at Ivy Tech, Sellersburg campus, 5:30 to 7:30. That's going to be the Ogle Hall. So it's going to be indoors, but it'll be dry either way. And so head out there and preload that Halloween candy, making the kids happy out there. They've got food, pumpkin crafts, games, music, family photos. So go check it out there. Free family event. And lots of folks heading out there. There's the trick-or-treat forecast. Partly sunny tomorrow, 50s, and our sunset at 6:44. So really not too shabby. We've had colder. We've had warmer. It's kind of right in the middle here. And how many days until that time change? 3 days away, of course, Saturday into Sunday. Average highs in the 50s in 12 days. We're already getting head start on that. And then the average first flurries happen in 16 days. Kind of doubting it'll happen. I think it's going to be later. And then Thanksgiving in 28 days. Our weather history for today, you got to get through the weather history before you get to the weather jokes. That's part of the deal here. But the 1991, they made a movie about this. The perfect storm, also known as the no-name storm, reached maximum strength with a low pressure of 972 millibars and sustained winds of 69 miles per hour. But remember, Hurricane Melissa had a pressure of 892 millibars, so way stronger. 1993, 2 to 6 inches of snow fell across southern half of Indiana. Does anybody here remember that? 2004, University of Hawaii students visiting the library had to escape through a window due to surging floodwaters. And in 2011, an unusually severe early season winter storm swept up the Appalachians into New England. Over a foot of snow fell from West Virginia to Maine, with more than 2 feet in the mountains of Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Winds over 50 miles per hour reported on Nantucket Island and Martha's Vineyard. I don't remember that at all. Here's your stupid weather jokes for today. What do you call a foggy airplane landing? Condescending. Get it? Condensation. This could be 2 jokes, though. What do you call a mean airplane landing? Condescending. All right. I stayed up all night wondering where the sun went. Then it dawned on me. And finally, the sun returns later today. Why is it hard on people to wake up at dawn in Greece? Because Dawn is tough on Greece. Get it? The old commercial, Dawn, the soap. Dawn is tough on Greece. And we've got and Beverly says, I remember the snow on this day. Really? That's awesome. That's a little while ago, too. A southern Indiana late October snow. I'll pass. But show of hands. Who wants that in October? I always pop this up. This is from one of my neighbors, Keith, Tennessee. So, and actually, I'm if it's 30s and 40s and rain, I'd almost rather have snow than the raw stuff that we have out there now. All right, we're moving on. Here is your forecast for today. A high of 54 degrees. Light morning rain, then drying out this afternoon. Northwest winds at around 10 to 20. Lily and Lasley's got my back with the awesome jokes. I appreciate it. Sunset 6:45. Tonight, clearing and cooler, low 42. West wind around 5 to 10. And Orleans says, no big hurry for the snow. Indeed. All right. Tomorrow's forecast for your Friday. Halloween, October the 31st. Goodbye, October. Low 40s in the morning, but at least we have some sunshine tomorrow. 54 at noon, 58 for the high, and then dropping slowly through the 50s around sunset, which is at 6:44. So the trick-or-treaters and those warm costumes will be in good shape. Still a bit breezy tomorrow, but by late in the day, I think the winds will start to die down a little bit. So not too much of an extra chill out there. Our normal high is 64, so we're about 6 degrees below normal. And the 7-day forecast. So I'm giving it about a 20% chance of a sprinkle or a brief light rain shower at some point Saturday and Sunday because of a weak upper-level low-pressure system that moves around the region. I think it's going to bring some extra clouds. It's not going to be horrible. It's not, and I think it'll be mostly dry this weekend, but there might be just a sprinkle or two for our first November weekend here. We got the time change Saturday night that we talked about. And then check it out. I've got sunny icons for our first November work week, and temperatures back into the 60s with lows in the lower 40s. That is about as normal as you can get for temperatures next week, as our average high is 65 and our normal low is 45 degrees. And that normal high is going to go down a degree or two by next week. So we're right in the middle of things with sunshine and a great week to maybe get that hopefully what might be that last lawn mowing of the year. But who knows? If it stays mild for a while, maybe that grass will continue to grow for a while.